Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your host of Raven here, back with part 2 of my Let's Play Jade Cocoon Story of the Town Mayu series for the PlayStation 1. Last time, I was walking around the village kind of drunk, and because I was unused to the old school tank-like controls, back then a lot of games had in the PlayStation 1 era, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, and Jade Cocoon. So anyway, last time it was a special night where they prayed for their ancestors or whatever who have already passed and this and that. We were attacked by the series antagonist, the Dream Man, who gave us a brutal beating while we were in our dream. Also in the dream was mentioned a little bit of feelings of low self-esteem, a little bit of doubt. So our mother woke us up, and here we are. So today is the day of the festival, and let's get going.
Come quick! It's terrible! There's a thundering noise coming from the forest! It's gotta be the demons! Oh no! Mabu! She's gone off to the watchtower all by herself! If it really is demons, she could be in danger! Let's go now!
Okay, so anyway, before we could even get to the festival, apparently we got a situation going on. Guess they're gonna be attacked by locusts. No, those aren't locusts. But that's what it looks like, though. And we have like. Okay, we have like an elder using some kind of power. Wow. And what I like about this, the universe of Jade Cocoon is the fact that their world is really small. Like most RPGs, there's all these different cities, there's continents.
The beasts of knowledge, touched by the misery of the Great Father, they release a white beast into the forest. Its howl is the requiem of soul.
Okay, I didn't know I was going to be interrupted right there. But, like other RPGs, they have so many cities and so many different things.
Have broken through the divine barrier and attacked the village. What can this mean? At long last, has Elrom's day of judgment come to Cyrus?
I do not believe that the divine barrier of Gehenna will hold much longer. We must act. Do you not think so, High Priestess Garai?
Destruction is often what comes of the beasts of knowledge. This could be an act of man. The minions of the forest could not have broken through the divine barrier on their own.
Whatever the cause may be, once the insects flew off, many of our people fell into a sleep from which they cannot wake. We must do something.
I deeply regret to say, those winged insects are the only boo-boo, locusts of apocalypse.
Oh, so they are
The
locusts.
dust spread by the only boo-boo plunges all into sleep, returning them to the earth. I hear the ancient empire of Gehenna Pale was swallowed into the forest by an Oni-Boo-Boo attack. It is a pity, but never again shall they wake.
A pity, is it? How dare you? The only reason we allowed a wanderer like you to live here is because we believed in the divine magic of the Nagi. But you've let our people fall ill without even trying to help, and still you do nothing. So, your divine magic and spells were all just a hoax.
And this chicken sounds really bitter.
What? You say there is some other way? Such as offering some kind of human sacrifice to pacify the forest?
Better to have cut off the source of evil before it came to this, if all it would have taken was a sacrifice.
Foolishness. The forest lends no ear to the wishes of man.
If you speak the truth, then the evil spirits must be imprisoned, one and all.
Both of you, quiet down. Now, Garai, are you saying there is no way to awaken them?
The souls of those fallen to sleep wander the dream world. To retrieve their souls and return them to their bodies, we must...
Yes, that's it! The calabash herb! If only we had the legendary herb, might it not cure the sleep sickness? Well now, Garai, are you not well versed in the ways of the forest? Chieftain, what do you say about sending Garai into the forest?
What would that accomplish? I would just be swallowed up and never heard from again. Although the herb is said to cure the sleep sickness.
Well then, tell us if there is some other way. Or are you just going to sit around and let them all die? You always were a stranger among us.
Any further sacrifice will be the end of the village. Tradition states that a cocoon master shall suppress the demons. Since the Lion of Peril is no more, we have little choice. We must send a new cocoon master into the forest.
Well, it looks like this is my cue.
Garai, we must perform the sacred union.
We of the Nagi were born to live together with the cocoon masters. Mabu should not object. It is all for the sake of Cyrus. We are prepared.
So, then it is decided. Summon our new cocoon master, the son of the Line of Peril, and Mabu, maiden of the Nagi tribe. Have them both come to the Hall of Judgment.
Dang, we gotta come to the Hall of Judgment to get married? Like, isn't that set aside for judgment? So anyway, as you can see, some politicking going on.
In order to cure the sick, the calabash herb must be retrieved from the forest. You are the child of a long line of cocoon masters in Cyrus. On this day, the sacred union shall be performed. As the successor to the Lion of Peril, you shall determine the fate of us all. I believed in your father, Riketz. He was a courageous yet gentle man, even though he was swallowed up by the forest when the tide of fortune turned against him. He was certainly not a coward, as the villagers might have called him. Stand tall and work hard. I wish you luck in your father's stead. Oh yes, you must also cherish your wife. A devoted husband is a Nagi woman's only salvation.
Alright, so we got some
You will understand someday.
charges there.
May fortune be with you in battle.
Alright. And I keep trying to talk, but like, I mean, just with the old CDs, there was like a lot of loading, so I'd have time to talk. But with it being on the computer, everything's so fast, like, there's no time for me to like go into a monologue. I'm sorry about that.
According to tradition, I hereby conduct the sacred union. Are you both ready? O Elram, god of the forest, O forest, mother to all. We, the beasts of knowledge, born of the forest, once again grant us here this day that which touches and moves thy worried heart, so that we, as beasts, may live in harmony with the forest. Oh, so wise. Oh, so wise. This is the earring of the hunter, symbol of your coming of age. As long as you possess it, you may escape death, even when defeated in the forest. It is my farewell gift to he who journeys to the land of ordeal. Now then, listen well, you two. Some people fear cocoon masters and call them impure hunters. Many will be prejudiced towards you. Nevertheless, you must persevere in your lonely struggle. A terrible ordeal also awaits the women of the Nagi. The infections on their bodies are the side effects of the cocoon purification process. These are known as cursed brandings. In the worst case, this can even cause death. Please, care for one another in sickness and in health. Tomorrow your lonely struggle shall begin. Sleep well this night, so that you may be ready to depart come morning. Come to my house. We must prepare what you need for your journey.
Alright, so we got the hunter's earring. And she said that my struggle would be lonely, but how many RPGs do you know of where the hero starts off with a wife? I mean, most RPGs, like there's like maybe a girl you like or a princess or something, but she gets kidnapped or something like that, and you don't get to hang out with her till the end of the game, you know, so after like the last boss is defeated. But in Jade Cocoon, you get married first, then go out into the woods. But anyway, I was trying, as I was saying earlier in the game, I kept getting, you know, through the talking kept in the game kept coming out. Yeah, this world is really small. Like other towns and worlds, they have like these giant cities and all these different continents and different nations and stuff. Like in Jade Cocoon, it's basically their village, the forest, and like like 2 or 3 other villages, and one of those villages is like ancient ruins, you know. So yeah, it's a very small world. So anyway, we just got married, and we got the hunter's earring, which it'll save you from death even if you're defeated in the forest, which is a good explanation as to why you can just reload your game after you're dead or whatever. Most games don't touch on that. Like the heroes, you just die, you just start over, you know, nobody says anything. We also learned that our wife has a price to pay for helping the Cocoon Master, because when you catch monsters in Jade Cocoon, you have to go through they have to be purified before they'll serve you. And obviously your wife has to pay the price of that purification or whatever, so they get hurt. And so that's another aspect that makes the game a little bit deeper, you know. Also, the Cocoon Master's wife can spin an unwanted monster into silk, or a cocoon into silk, which you can sell. Which you'll be doing a lot of that, so you know, get used to that. So let's go to the old woman's house.
Ah, I knew you'd be here. What's the matter? Oh, I bet you're nervous. So much happened all at once today. I'm worn out. Adults always have to have it their way. That's why I don't like them. But it's strange, isn't it? Why is it that only Nagi women are able to purify? Mother Garai says it's divine power. But it doesn't seem that the villagers think so.
Who's up there? And who's playing that awful flute music in the middle of the night? After what already happened today? Do you want the monsters to attack again or something? Don't you have work to do tomorrow? Go to bed already!
What do you want? Oh, you must be scared. Isn't it past your bedtime? Or are you too afraid to go to sleep?
I already told you, I'm not a kid! Try not to get eaten alive out there, tough guy! But I guess there's nothing scarier than Mabu.
Ah, you are such a brat! You're making me lose my temper, you little twit. Well, we have an early start tomorrow. Better get to bed. And don't oversleep, young Cocoon Master.
I like the way the hero was silent throughout the whole thing.
See you tomorrow.
He just sitting over there while them two argue like every time. Oh wow. Another dream sequence.
According to tradition, I hereby proclaim your coming age. Your bride from this day forward, treacherous woman. So you dress like you've become a man. Still you are but the son of a coward, like father, like son. That Nagi maiden shall be left behind when you are killed in the forest. How pitiful!
Like, dang. So anyway, have the Dream Man once again hurling insults. This time is just another tutorial battle. You won't be beaten into the dust. This is trying to get you used to like enemies, normal enemies, enemies you'll be facing, you know, in Jade Cocoon or whatever. Whereas the first battle, he just wanted to beat you down, so I don't know. But yeah, he always has something negative to say. So anyway, if you check out our command menu, we have attack, defend, and use. Once again, we have no monsters, so we can't summon. We can't capture this monster because this is a dream. Obviously, you can't use something in a dream in real life. And once again, it's a special sequence, so you cannot retreat. So anyway, this guy actually only has like 29. He actually has a number to his health, unlike the last monster. And we have almost 4 times as much hit points as it does. So hopefully we can take this beast down. Let's attack. Yeah, each different kind of monster they have their own attributes, and what you can see in the top right corner, and this one is a fire monster. Some have dual, and some even have triple like attributes. I don't think I've ever seen a monster that wasn't created by the player that had all 4 elements. Also, when you mix elements, they become weaker. Like if you mix a creature that has like fire and water or whatever, they both can use fire and water elements, and they have like some resistance to it, but both of them like get weakened in the process. So a mixed monster that has like fire and wind or fire and earth or whatever wouldn't be as strong. Like if it casts a fire spell, its fire spell wouldn't be as strong as like a monster that's pure fire, you know? So that's one thing. We'll get into that later when we actually start catching real monsters. So let's beat up this little guy. And even, as you can see, even though the monster is weakened, it only has 2 hit points out of almost 30 hit points. Has less than 10% of its max hit points. We can't capture it. If this was a regular battle, we'd probably want to capture it for our first monster. Now the monster names are pretty weird, like Patamiel. I don't know how to pronounce that. Patamiel, but you know, whatever. Let's finish it off. Alright, first victory in the game.
Impressive. You are more capable than I expected. But such is not our true power. Do you think you are up to it?
Alright, here we go again. We're against the Dream Man. Dang it. And here we go once again. He summoned that super monster to kick our butts. But yeah, this is another scripted beatdown. So that kind of sucks. Oh, and the cat, don't jump on the keyboard. Anyway, let's just take our beatdown so we can move on with the story.
Ha! Beaten already, and you call yourself a Cocoon Master. You are nothing but the son of a coward.
Yeah, I really dislike the Dream Man. I don't know if I've stated that before, but I really do.
White is the beast of fate. Blue is the beast of righteousness.
Wake up. You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right? From this day forward, you are the Cocoon Master of Cyrus. You must be strong. Now, you had better head over to Mother Garai's house. Mabu is probably waiting for you there, too.
Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be a break in this.
I have something I want to give you right away. Have a seat right here. Soon you will enter the forest as a Cocoon Master. At the forest entrance, there are 4 gates through the divine barrier. One of them is here in Cyrus. It is the key to the Beetle Gate. Louis the What?
Alright, I'm just trying to skip this text because I wanted to end the video here. I thought there'd be like a kind of a pause
lives there.
In it, but no, it goes so fast.
Master. His name is Chorus. Finding the Calibus herb is important. No doubt there is much you can learn from him, for he too is a cocoon master. In the meantime, I have gathered what you will need for your journey. If you need something else, you should go to the town shop. Wounds can only be healed by mugwort herbs. Make sure you have enough.
Alright.
Oh,
Arm myself.
when your empty cocoons run out, you can get more from Mabu. This is the Flute of Capture.
Okay, Flute of Capture, that's
good.
good.
This flute serves both to imprison and summon minions. Your father, Riquettes, entrusted it to me. A fateful meeting it was. Ah, but perhaps some other time I will tell you all about it.
Alright, so we got the Flute of Capture, so now we can actually... you could say we got our Pokeball, our first Pokeball. But anyway, we got our Flute of Capture, and I'm gonna end the video here. I wanted to end it earlier when we first woke up, but once again, which I thought without it being on CD, there is no like loading. It just like flashes the loading sequence real quick, and then bam, it keeps going. So like there's no time to talk. Like the PlayStation 1 version, I probably could have said a lot during that time. But anyway, we got another beatdown from the Dream Man. We got married. Let's see, and we got the tools and equipment we need to go out into the forest for the first time, and we can start like catching some animals. I'm your host, Raven. I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned for part 3. Like I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Like this game is so nostalgic for me. It's just an awesome game. You know, the culture, the crazy people, and the voice actors, it's all really great. Anyway, stay tuned for part 3. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and y'all have a good day.